We won't spend a lot of time here on the Mismatch File Search Module, but it can be an important feature in certain cases where a subject has obfuscated files by changing their file extensions. For example, someone might change a JPEG image file to a PDF file simply by renaming the file extension from .jpg to .pdf. The possibilities are limitless, as extensions could be renamed to literally anything. The Mismatch File Search Module automates the process of scanning a system or directory of files and validating whether or not the file's headers match the extension. A basic mismatch file search simply involves entering a search location in a filter. OSForensics will locate any files whose raw bytes are not consistent with the format that the file extension specifies. For instance, an image file that has been renamed to a document file will appear in the results, since the raw bytes of an image file do not correspond to the file format of a document file. The mismatch file search scan will identify this file, since a JPEG's file header is typically something like FFD8FF E0 or E1, and so the scan would identify this file correctly as a JPEG, but when it sees the .doc extension, it knows it is not a match and will therefore flag it for inclusion in the scan's results. So keep in mind, this scan works best on a user-controlled smaller set of files, or basically just not system files. So it may be best to run the scan on a targeted directory rather than maybe on an entire disk or disk image. Here in this slide we see an example of some JPEG files that were obfuscated to appear to be different file types. Keep in mind you have different tab options to review the results with. Here we see the thumbnails tab view, since the files that were being hidden were all image files. Adding results or files to your case or tagging files are all identical from the previous modules we've looked at.